Welcome back to the channel. Inhalant. Let's get into it. No matter how desperate you are, don't have. In middle school, I was very depressed and grieving. When I ran out of weed, there was not much else for me to abuse. My parents didn't drink. I just went through feel numb. So I huffed wood glue. When wood glue wasn't enough, I huffed spray paint. Then paint thinner. Let me tell you something. This is one of my biggest regrets. I killed off so many of my brain cells. I never knew that I was messing up my brain so bad. I felt it immediately. At school, my grades dropped even lower than they already were. I was constantly derealizing. Sometimes I couldn't think at all. I still have trouble remembering basic words and phrases. My heart skips a beat, and sometimes I need to wear a monitor. Rare, but still sucks. No matter how bad it feels now, I have it so good compared to other inhalant users. It's often that people die from duster or other inhalants. If it doesn't kill you, it will cause permanent brain damage, impair your cognitive abilities, and definitely could damage your lungs and cause heart problems. I hope this reaches kids looking up at what to have and side effects of huffing. Please, I know it doesn't matter to you right now how it affects you in the future, but if you continue, there may not be a future. After gasoline for less than a month when 18, still feel messed up over 2 years later. I accidentally discovered that huffing gasoline would make you high due to liking the smell of it. I would spend about an hour, maybe 2-3 times a week for 3 weeks sniffing from a can before realizing that I was really struggling to concentrate and did research on it. I found out I might have permanently damaged my brain and stopped immediately, but it seems like it must have been too late. I am in college almost 21. While I'm doing okay for the most part, I don't think as well as I did before. My head has had a strange fuzziness since then, and when I try to do things like count papers, I struggle to keep in my head the numbers and have had to recount multiple times. I also started tanking in classes with math. Things weren't like that before. I am dumber now because what I did I'd known only when I was 18, and I am devastated. I read in some articles that sometimes the brain can heal back from some damage with time, but honestly, I don't really know. I guess I wanted to write this to warn other people. I didn't even do this for a month, and it still got me fucked up. I also wanted to ask someone to give it to me straight. Is this truly permanent? Is there nothing I can do to fix this? Do I have to live like this forever? I, 18 male, used to abuse inhalants, and I'm terrified about the damage I may have caused. So, about 18 months ago, I joined a new high school. The move was massive for me, and I struggled with balancing schoolwork with having a social life. Overall, I still had managed to attain decent grades, and I was fairly respected by teachers, but I was struggling socially and I did not know how to fit in. One day, I saw some kids having deodorant in the boys' toilets. I asked them what the fuck they were doing, and they said they were getting high, or something to that effect. Their eyes were red, and they were coughing a lot. They told me to either go away or join them. Stupidly, I agreed. Please keep in mind that I was desperate socially and would probably do anything. I was given a towel to put over my mouth and inhale the deodorant over the towel. Long story short, I got addicted to the way it made me feel, and I was too scared to get caught with hard drugs. I did this for about 4 months until I quit completely. I would always make sure to get oxygen in after halves, but I don't think that would make much difference. Overall, I reckon I inhaled 30 cans spread across 4 months. I am terrified by the prospect I might have brain damage. I don't really feel any stupider, and I still get reasonably good grades. I feel like I get distracted a lot easier than I used to, and I don't conversate as easily, although this could just be social anxiety. I have seen so many reports of people suffering from brain damage after abusing inhalants, and I am really worried that I have done irreversible damage to my brain and possibly my lungs and heart. What are the chances I have done serious damage? And should I live my life worrying about it? Don't fuck with inhalants. For the love of all that is holy. Today I woke up and I was just feeling so down, so depressed, and I was needing a high, so desperately and so badly. I had nothing, not even diphenhydramine, or dimenhydrinate, or anything. Well, I had one thing, computer duster. I knew about the dangers of inhalants, but I didn't care. I just didn't. I couldn't. I got up, I grabbed the canister, and I inhaled. And I inhaled a few times, and oh boy, I felt fucked. It was pleasurable for 3 minutes, but then afterwards, during the calm down, there was this irresistible urge to try it again. More of it. I needed it, and I wanted to get higher than I did before. Half half. 3 deep breaths. I walked to the kitchen to grab a drink, and everything is pulsating. Everything. It's the most fucked up I've ever been. 750 milligrams of DPH has nothing on this. 600 milligrams of DXM can't even compare. I'm absolutely fucked, and I wanted to get even more fucked up. And then I inhale. All of a sudden, I'm on my bed. I'm sick. 30 minutes have passed. I don't remember crawling to my bed, but I must have. I feel trashed. I feel damaged. That's the best way to describe it. I feel violently ill, and an extremely odd feeling of being violated. Even being raped didn't leave me feeling this violated. Here I sit, sick, 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 and disgusted with myself. Most importantly, off. I feel off. I feel disturbingly off. like something has been misplaced. I know I'm just preaching to the choir, but for the love of God, don't do inhalants. Please. This had to have been one of the worst experiences I've ever had, and I feel damaged. A shell of what I was just 45 minutes ago. I sincerely hope I don't experience any permanent damage from this, but I imagine I will. I never thought I'd say this, but I'd rather recommend diphenhydramine than this. I'd rather recommend crack than this. For the love of God, don't fuck with inhalants.